I know videos like this make me look a bit nutty, but I don't care. I love doing them. So, as we wake up, as we remove the wool that has been pulled over our eyes, as we see with more clarity that life isn't what we were raised to believe, that in reality it's all a system that was well established before we were even born, a system that has fed us lies, manipulated, and controlled us, a system that is ran by the very powers, governments, and corporations that we have pledged our allegiance, our faith, and our attention to. And through our subservience, our trust, and our belief in the deception, we have ultimately handed over our power in order for the system to have power and control over us. What do we do with all that? And this is done well before we are mature enough to know better. We are quite literally born into it. This has been done to us, to every single person on this planet, and it's handed down through generation after generation. Even our own parents are doing this to us because they are also unwittingly part of the same system. As we wake up to this reality, what do we do? Now, it's really easy to get angry about it. We are quite literally trapped in it. We are trapped on a planet that is controlled by forces that do not have our best interests at hand. Any other intelligent life form that may exist out there would not welcome us into their community or their galactic union or whatever they have out there, because they would clearly see how primitive we are. We are the crazy ones that they just need some time to figure themselves out. They're too dangerous. We are a planet of people who kill each other. We are completely divided in everything, in every way possible. And this is all controlled by the powers that be. And we continue to let it happen. But damn, don't we know any better by now? But really, what can I do about it? I'm powerless against it. Well, that's a crock of you-know-what. This is the biggest lie that has ever been told to us. We are not powerless. We are an absolute unstoppable force if we put our minds and our hearts into it. Just look around. There's a mass global awakening happening right now. I'm sure you can sense it. There must be when people who talk about crazy shit like me are starting to make more sense. So what do we do? Well, first, let's take a look at ourselves. We must turn the mirror around and look within. Even though this has happened to us, we have to see how we've been integrated within it, how we are a part of it. We have to see how it has changed us and prevented us from ever actualizing who we were meant to be before we even had the chance to. We have to take responsibility. But how do we do this? Well, now, imagine now that you are faced with everything you have ever done in your life, faced in a way that reveals every detail of every action, thought, and circumstance you have ever experienced. And not just you, but the experience of the people around you, the effect you had on their lives. Imagine you had to face that. Could you? If not, it's time to change. And the consequences of not changing are way more than I want to get into in this video. So what do we do about all of this? How do we change it? We stop. We take a step back. We put our foot down and we resist. We are beyond saying enough is enough. We must demand change within the system. We must demand change within ourselves. We have to be that change. We no longer want to live in a system that treats us like the throwaway crap it produces. We no longer want to be the product. We must also no longer contribute to the chaos. We must be faced with ourselves and realize that we are accountable for how we've played into it by being manipulated to believe and feel the way we do within the system's dysfunction. We must look at ourselves and who we are and who we've been. We must be honest about that without beating ourselves up. We see it and we course correct. We must be truly authentic to who we are meant to be. So what is that then? What are we meant to be? Simple. We are not born to hate, nor do we hate upon our birth. We are born to love and self-actualize. We are not the product of the society. We are pure source, and we are here to love one another. So I say, love one another and love the haters even more. Don't be a product, be an unstoppable force for love and freedom. That's your assignment today. All right, everyone. Until next time, as always, I love you and peace.